Now, like I was telling you in the last video, what I began to do, I began to call these numbers out loud. And it was all for purposes of proving that it was following me. But when I did that, the numbers began to decline. People began to win, and all the payouts all across the nation and in every category, in every state, in the lottery and on the racetrack, the payouts began to go up. But the payouts paid less because the more there's bet on numbers on the racetrack, the less they're going to pay out. Now, they tried to say that I was taking a position of, you know, showing people what best numbers will come out when that was not the case at all. And I'm going to show you in these documents. This is why I have them by the tail end. I told them in these documents that I did not want any position, and that everything was just for evidence only. They said that they did not know who I was. And when these announcers were talking about me, they would never say my name, which is a violation of broadcasting rights. You cannot come up with a public broadcasting network and talk about someone without saying their name. They did it over and over and over and over again. And even to this day, they are still talking about me without saying my name. Because if they begin to say my name, I would be entitled to royalties. I'm entitled to royalties anyway because they're violating that one law. They're violating fictional character laws, such as saying things like you can process someone. You can't process no one. And as you can't sit back and enforce fictional laws simply because they don't exist. And this is what they're doing to me. And I'm trying to get this stopped because without them following me, I would be winning. There's no doubt about it. I would be winning and I would be making a substantial amount of money. They tried to reverse the script and they tried to say that I was taking this position and that I was making too much money for people. I was calling these numbers out loud, but they can't say anything about it because of what I just tell you, what I just told you. They never would say my name over these public broadcasting networks. So as long as they wouldn't say my name, I was free and at will to say anything that I wanted to say. And I kept telling that. I kept telling them, if you say my name, then maybe we could talk about it. But they never would say my name. Their motive was to ride on a technicality, and that technicality was for them not to say my name, so it wouldn't be proven that first of all, so-called it was me that they were following, to get this on. Well, in the process of me proving this case, they began to like the idea of what I was doing. But they did not, and to this day, they still don't know the full way of how I did it. And even if they did discover it, they did it illegally. They broke all the laws. They broke the law of not saying my name. They broke the law of embezzling money from me even before I began to call these numbers out loud. And they are still breaking these laws. And if they did patent something, if you read the patent law says that you cannot patent something as a result of breaking the law in order to do it. This is what they did to me. So to this day, it's like I'm being blocked from getting this issue in the court. Now, there are people out there that want to take this position. They want to take this position, and they're trying to force me to give them my information. They're telling them from Washington, D.C. that they can't do it, first of all, because they broke all the laws, and it's such as I was just telling you about. And second of all, it was about something else to begin with. Now, you want to know how I put a hold on them. I have an account on my computer, and it is a Twin Spires account. A Twin Spires account is having live horse track betting online. Now, horse racing track numbers and lottery numbers, they are similar. In other words, if you look on the lottery, you may see a number come out, and if you go to horse track racing, you may see a number that's similar to the number that comes out on the lottery. They may be close or they may be similar. But either which way it goes, that's a good thing to get off into, because it's legal and it's supposed to be private, and it's not supposed to be the trouble that they're making this to be. Now, they kept coming on TV and they kept irritating people. And they kept talking about it and irritating people, trying to make things bad for me. So-calledly framing me up for this position, but as they were framing me, intentionally making it irritable to people, and eventually people just didn't want to go to the racetracks no more. They didn't want to hear it or nothing like that. And then they turned around and they tried to fault me for it, when in reality, it stemmed from them falsifying information. It stemmed from them falsifying these documents that I'm going to send you by telling them that they did not know who I was. Lottery numbers is a used commodity, and it is a used commodity because there are people that hit the lottery and they go into legit businesses. Now, when they gave that one statement in these documents that I'm about to show you, it did not allow me to sit down and talk to them about anything. I'm waking up slowly now. I could have sat down and I could have talked to them and I could have told them, first of all, look, I don't want this position. Because it's not only causing me problems, it's causing other people problems as well. But they did not give me that opportunity by making that one statement saying that they did not know who I was. They falsified statements and they did it intentionally. While they're doing this, while they're falsifying information and suppressing my name, there are people that are literally trying to force me to give this information up. They're just telling me to turn this information in. No subpoena to the court, no nothing. All on the streets telling me you have to turn this information in. And the way that they did it and the power that they managed to build doing it is doing it by how I just told you, by exploiting some information that's supposed to be personal and private. And as a result of people hitting, they wanted to keep going to keep winning. But the problem is that I'm not making no money. They don't want me to make no money. They want me to give up my information and then just walk away. And I'm telling them, no, you're not going to do that. Because first of all, the lottery is legit. This information that I have, it is private. It is my intellectual property, and they have no rights to sit back after suppressing my name and after violating all the other laws that they have violated to go into the public and to put pressure on me to give up some information like that. I'm just not going to do that. I began to send messages out to all people legally and illegally. If you want this information, send me a subpoena to come to court, because I'm just not going to give it up. And even if they give me a subpoena to court, I'm still going to try it because they have no legal grounds, to try to take this information. What I did was I sent Washington, D.C. a format. And these formats have these numbers on them. And these numbers have not stopped working. When you still may go back to saying, well, if it's so good, why come you're not winning? But that goes back to what I was telling you. Every time I bet, this is about when I bet. Every time I bet, they manage to get access to what I'm betting, and they throw these numbers off. But this format that I have, they see these numbers working on the format, and they're telling them it would be literally impossible for him not to win anything. But at either rate, it still goes on. I want them to stop. First of all, I want them to stop impeding upon me. I want the people on TV to either start saying my name or to stop talking about it altogether, because they are using this as an attraction to their programs also. There are people that are very interested in the subject because, for someone to win a lottery is a dream, and they're using this as an attraction on television shows and everything without saying my name. And I'm telling them that I want to stop. Now, also what they did, they flipped the script. And they began to tell me, well, you're not suitable for this position. First of all, you don't dress right. You don't do this. You can't do that. But listen to what I'm saying. As a result of them interfering in my jobs and in my numerical area, which is legit, of course, we know employment is legit. They are responsible for me not being able to do a lot of things as best as I can do them, if you understand what I'm saying. The lottery is legal. If you have heard them sending a message out about they have just stopped someone from progressing, that individual is me, and that's all that they did. If someone does not allow you to make money, you simply cannot do the things that you're supposed to do. Now, I am paying child support for one child that I have, and my kid here, I take care of her as best as I can. She goes to a Catholic school. But they have to stop impeding upon me because, again, like I said, it is not only causing me problems, but it is causing other people problems as well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send these 3 videos off, and probably in about maybe 3 or 4 more days, no, maybe 2 days, I'm going to get these documents together, and I'm going to show you in these documents. Well, first of all, they said that they did not know who I was. And then after I do that, I'm going to show you that it is definitely me that they are impeding upon if they continue to do so. So I'm going to cut this video short, Roslyn, and I will be talking to you soon. This is legit. It is about the more people that are attracted to these numbers, it goes off into revenues, and I don't have to tell you where revenues can go. Revenues can go from, revenues, they fund state jobs. Simple as that. They can go off into medical areas. Revenues go a lot of way. What I was doing was generating a lot of revenues all across the nation. And basically, as a result of me trying to prove that it was me that they were following, it generated a lot of revenues and they want it to continue. But it cannot continue like that. I don't think even you would help someone make that kind of money while they're intentionally making sure that you just cannot win anything. And that's what they're doing. They're making sure that I cannot win nothing. But the amount of money, which is yet to be proven, that they have made off of me has exceeded into the billions. Again, remember what I said. This is about them making money every day. This is about the lottery and racetracks in every state. And it is about the lottery in all states every day. And you see how many categories they have in the lottery, and you see how much money each category obtains. Rosalind, I will be talking to you soon. I want to keep you up on this matter because I want them to stop doing that because again, like I said, it is retaliatory discrimination. And above all, it is not affecting me. It is affecting other people as well. And Rosalind, I will be talking to you soon, and I'll be sending those documents off. I'll be talking to you soon.